everybody, I'm here today to tell you how to memorize fast and easily. If you want to memorize things, whether it's for a test or memorize people's names or memorize, a route that you want to use for running, for jogging, whatever the case is, whatever you want to memorize, I'm going to tell you how to memorize anything so fast and so easily that you wouldn't even imagine that it's possible. All right, without further ado, let's get right into the video. Here are the few things that you can do to help you memorize better. The first thing is clear your head. If you try and memorize something when you are thinking about something else, it's not going to happen. Or if it does happen, it's going to take a ton of work and a ton of time. If you want to memorize efficiently, fast, and easily, clear your head. Whatever it is that you're thinking about, get rid of it in your mind. Just forget about it or complete it. Like, let's say you're thinking about the fact that you have to mow the lawn and you're trying to memorize something, mow the lawn and then memorize the things. And that's because I'm in my garage right now and I see the lawn to my left side over here. Just clear your head. It'll make you memorize things really quickly, really easily. The next thing is to relate them to the things that you already know and you already have. So relate the things that you want to memorize to things that you already know. So for instance, if you are trying to memorize a certain color pattern, like let's say you're trying to memorize red, blue, orange, random colors that I just thought about right now for this video. Instead of just trying to remember red, blue, orange, red, blue, orange, red, blue, orange, maybe you can remember the acronym RBO, red, blue, orange. And maybe you know that there's a company that is called RBO, or there's a sign that says RBO, and that'll allow you to memorize it. Or if you have something that's red, something that's blue, something that's orange, you can remember them in that order. So think about the red car, the blue ball, and then the orange motorcycle. Line them up in your mind. You're going to remember red, blue, orange faster and more easily than ever before. The next thing is repeatedly write it down. Just write it down and say it out loud. Write it down and say it out loud. When you write that thing down, when you write whatever you're trying to memorize down and you say it out loud, you're activating 3 different parts of your brain, 3 different associations. You're writing it, okay, so you're getting the written part. You're speaking it, so you're saying it out loud, which allows you to hear it. And then you're thinking about it as you write it. Your mind is activating those 3 things, and they're going to allow you to memorize really quickly and really easily. The next thing is teach it to other people. Whatever it is that you're trying to memorize, teach it to other people. Let's say you're trying to memorize the different short forms for the elements on the periodic table, and you're trying to memorize it for like your science test, right? Once you've remembered them, go to your little brother, your little sister, go to your dog, go to the wall, like just say it out loud and teach it to someone. And if you can't find anyone, just teach it to the wall. It's fine. But the point is, if you are saying this short form is for this element, which is a form of this, if you're saying it and teaching it, you're going to be explaining it, which is going to reinforce it in your mind even better than ever before, therefore making it easier to memorize for you and faster to memorize. The next thing is work with your learning style. Now, plain and simple, everyone learns in different ways. And I'm a teacher. I know this, okay? It's what I do for a living. Everyone learns in different ways. So work with your learning style, okay? If you like to learn by listening, then figure out how to memorize something by listening to it. If you like to learn by watching things, if you're a visual learner, create maybe an infographic or draw it out so that you learn it much more easily. Sorry about that. I'm a little sick over here. If you like to learn by writing something, then write it out. Do whatever it takes to work with your learning style. It will allow you to memorize things, anything, much easier and faster, more easily and faster than ever before. Last but not least, section everything off. If you want to memorize something, like let's say you're trying to memorize, like let's say once again, the periodic table. Instead of just looking at the whole periodic table, section it off. Maybe divide it into thirds, divide it into half, divide it into fifths, divide it into whatever section you can. Divide up the elements in different ways, but section it off. Instead of trying to memorize something as one big chunk, if you section it off, it's much more easier to do. So for instance, like if you're trying to learn about the parts of a bike, and I'm just saying this because there's a bike over here to my left-hand side. Instead of just learning about all of the parts of the bike, divide it up into different things. Look at the drivetrain of the bike and learn about like the derailleur, the cassette, the chain. Can you tell I like bikes? Learn about all of the different parts of the bike. Then look at, the pedals and so forth. Then look at the steering mechanism. So learn about like the fork, learn about like the stem, learn about the handlebars, learn about all of the different parts of the bike in different sections. It's going to make it much easier for you to memorize anything. Now, the greatest thing about these little tips is that they will allow you to memorize fast and easily with regards to anything, whether you're studying for a test, whether you want to memorize a speech, whether you want to memorize the parts of a bike. It doesn't matter. If you want to memorize something, these things will help you memorize fast and easily. And that's basically it. In this video, I've told you how to memorize things fast and easily. If you liked the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.